The holiday season is often very hectic, busy, and full of expectations placed on us autistic adults by ourselves and others. It is a time of the year full of sights, sounds, smells, taste, and more that can lead to sensory overload, which can cause meltdown, shutdowns, and may contribute to autistic burnout. During the holiday season, it is important for us to remember that every autistic adult, that includes you and me, have rights. In today's video, I'm going to share with you 30 rights you, as an autistic adult, have during the holiday season. So let's get started. Hey, Define Yourselfers, I am Chris Mitchell, aka The Confident Autistic from theconfidentautistic.com. If this is your first time watching one of my videos, welcome. I am an autistic adult, late diagnosed, a multi-certified life coach, and an advocate for autistic adults who is on a mission to empower you to embrace autism confidently. Now, there are several ways you can help support my mission, including liking, sharing, and commenting on this video. And you can show your support of my mission by subscribing to this channel. When you do subscribe, do not forget to ring the bell to be notified of new videos and when I go live on the channel with my weekly Q&A session. As an autistic adult, regardless of if you have received a late diagnosis of autism or not, regardless if you self-identify as autistic or not, and regardless of if you suspect you are autistic or not, here are your Bill of Rights as an autistic adult during the holiday season. Let's say them together. I have the right to rest. I recognize that it is normal to need to rest at times during this time of year, and I give myself permission to rest when I need it. I have the right to eat safe food. I know that the holiday season can be an endless buffet of food. I know that there are dishes many people want me to try at restaurants, at office potlucks, or when I'm a guest in someone's home. These new foods or familiar foods that someone prepares differently than I do may be a trigger for me. I have the right to eat only my safe foods. When I'm offered new foods to try, I give myself permission to stick with my safe foods. I have the right to be alone. I give myself permission to be alone when I need to be alone, because I have the right to take a break from others during any holiday activity. I have a right to a clear schedule of what is happening and will be happening at any holiday event. I know that when I'm in an environment that is hectic or chaotic, with many things going on around me, and not knowing what to expect and when to expect it, I can feel more anxious and stressed than normal. I must remember that I have the right to know what to expect at holiday gatherings and events, and I give myself permission to ask for details before the event that will help me manage my anxiety and stress levels during the holidays. I have a right to have boundaries. I give myself permission to maintain the boundaries I've set for myself and my space outside of the holiday season. I also give myself permission to set additional boundaries as needed during this holiday season. I have a right to STEM. I give myself permission to STEM, regardless of where I am at and who I am with, because stemming helps me stay regulated during the holidays and or prevent meltdowns and shutdowns. I have the right to use disability aids. I give myself permission to use any disability aids without feeling embarrassed or uncomfortable that are necessary for me to interact with others during the holiday season. I have the right to watch instead of joining in. If an activity, event, or conversation is overwhelming for me, I give myself permission to watch instead of joining in without judging myself negatively for making this decision. I have the right to wear comfortable clothing. Although they may be both formal and informal dress codes for holiday gatherings, I give myself permission to wear clothing that I feel comfortable wearing. I have a right to open presents alone. I know that I may feel uncomfortable with everyone watching me opening gifts, and or I feel very anxious with the expectations I fear others have and how I respond to the gifts. Therefore, I give myself permission to open gifts when I am alone. I have the right to clear directions. Unlike my autistic peers, I know that not everything comes naturally to me, and I fully accept that about myself as an autistic adult. Therefore, I give myself permission to request clear instructions before any holiday activity. This could include clear directions to the location of a gathering or clear directions, expectations others have for all guests before a holiday event. I have the right to feel anxious. I know that anxiety is common for many autistic adults, including myself. I also know the holiday season can increase my anxiety levels. I give myself permission to experience the feeling of anxiety this holiday season without judgment or self-criticism. I have a right to engage in my special interests. I give myself permission to engage in my special interests during the holiday season, especially if my engagement with my special interests helps me self-regulate. I have the right to watch the same film repeatedly. I give myself permission to watch the same movie, TV special, or listen to the same song repeatedly during the holiday season without judging myself for my decision. I have a right to turn off bright Christmas lights. I give myself permission to turn down or to turn off bright Christmas lights, especially if it is triggering visual sensory overload. I have the right to move around. I give myself permission to get up and move around when I need to, as it may help me manage my stress levels, anxiety, and self-regulate during this holiday season. I have the right to skip small talk. I give myself permission to skip participation in the small talk that is going on around me during the holiday season. With this permission, I give myself permission to not judge myself for not participating in small talk. And I give myself permission to ignore anyone's judgment of me because I did not engage in small talk with them or with others. I have a right to ask for no surprises. Although the holiday season is seen by many as a magical season of surprises, I give myself permission to request others not to surprise me during the holiday season. This permission may include not having plans unexpectedly changed on me at the last minute. I would like to be given as much advance notice as possible of plan changes in advance. I have the right to keep my routines. As I know that my routines are important to me, as I feel more comfortable when things are predictable, I give myself permission to keep my routines and make only necessary adjustments or adaptations to my routines when absolutely necessary during this holiday season. I have a right to take breaks. I give myself permission to take breaks from the activities of the season when I need a break. I have a right to keep decorations to one room. Although many believe that our homes during the holiday season should look like Christmas exploded everywhere inside and out, I give myself permission to keep Christmas and other holiday decorations to a minimum. And that may look like I only decorated sparsely in one room, and I will not allow myself or others to judge me for my decorating decisions. I have a right to let go of social expectations. Although there are a lot of social expectations placed on me by others and myself during this holiday season, I give myself permission to let go of any and all social expectations that are just too much for me. I have a right not to wrap presents. I give myself permission to give presents to others without wrapping them, as wrapping gifts may cause me sensory overload issues. I have a right to unmask autistic traits. I give myself permission to be unmasked during the holiday season and at all seasonal gatherings. I give myself these permissions because I know how exhausting and harmful continuous nonstop masking is for those of us on the spectrum, including myself. I also give myself permission to unmask without feeling embarrassed and without fear of being judged by others. I have a right to cancel plans. I give myself permission to cancel plans when I'm feeling too tired or overwhelmed by the activities of the season. However, with this permission I have given myself, I also accept the responsibility of notifying others of my decisions as soon as I made my decision so others can adjust their plans accordingly. I also give myself permission when sharing my cancellation or change plans with others to reveal only as much as I'm comfortable revealing with other parties that I am an autistic adult. I have a right to break Christmas traditions. I give myself permission not only to break Christmas traditions, but to adapt those traditions to meet my sensory and or autistic needs. I also give myself permission to create new traditions that better suit me as an autistic adult. I have a right to struggle to regulate emotions. I give myself permission by saying that it is okay to struggle to regulate my emotions during this holiday season. I do this because I know that the holidays are full of strong emotions within myself and that I sense from others. And these emotions can often overwhelm me. And sometimes they overwhelm me so much that I cannot even identify what emotion I'm experiencing. I also promise myself that I will not allow myself or others to judge me when I struggle regulating my emotions. I have a right to ask for help. I give myself permission to ask for help during this holiday season with anything that is a challenge for me as an autistic adult. I promise myself that I will not allow myself or others to judge me when I ask for help. I also promise myself that if I am turned down for help from someone, I will not give up and I will seek out others to help me. I have a right to struggle with communications. I give myself permission to struggle with communications with others during the holidays, as well as I forgive myself when communicating with others is difficult or not even possible. I have a right not to celebrate. I give myself permission not to celebrate any or all aspects of the holidays, if I so desire, without judgment from myself or others. Now it's your turn. Did I leave out a right that every single autistic adult should have or does have during the holiday season? If I did, tell me about it. You can share that in the comments on this video or by joining the conversation in our Facebook group, Autistic Adults Embracing Autism. A link to that group is in this video description, as well as a link where you can get a free gift from me from my website. Now, when you do comment on the video or participate in the conversation, I may not be able to respond to every comment that is made, but rest assured, I do read each and every one of them, and they mean a lot to me. So please comment on this video or join the conversation in our Facebook group. And you, yes, you can download your Bill of 30 rights that you have as an autistic adult for the holiday seasons. A PDF is available for your rights, and a link to that is in the video description. So until next time, this is Chris Mitchell, the Confident Autistic, reminding you that even though it is Christmas time, the holiday season is here, it is still the time for you to embrace autism confidently. Happy holidays! Join me live Thursday nights for the Confident Autistic Live, where I answer your questions, we discuss this week's videos, offer support, and more. The fun starts Thursday at 7 p.m. Central Time in the US of A. Be sure to click the bell when you subscribe to the channel to be notified when the party begins.